Alright guys, after a long sabbatical, I'm finally back with some more projects. Been pretty busy with other stuff going on, but that's neither here nor there. Got a new project. This is a club car. Not sure of the year. It is a 2000 club car. It's in pretty good shape. It has a seat. There's a seat for it in the shop. It was battery, 48 volt. The batteries went bad. The guy's using it for a farm, like on his little cow farm or whatever it is. So he doesn't want to charge batteries, so we're going to put a motor in it. It will have a forward and reverse transmission. He's going to set it up for pulling, so speed's not really the primary thing here, more of torque. Pulling power, we're going to keep it as close to how it looks as possible. Get a walk around of it. We're going to add some light bars, some cigarette lighters and phone chargers and external battery ends so that he can run a sprayer. It's already got the seat, flips back. It's a Mad Jack seat. It's actually pretty nice. You got a roof, mirror, windshield, nice tires. He doesn't want to do a lift or a paint job. He does want me to buff it up, make it shine a little bit, which won't be hard with this cart. But yeah, that's where we're at on this one. Flip the seat back over. It's pretty decent shape, like I said. We're going to put a 270cc motor or 9 horse right in here. Transmission, probably some jack shafts to the rear end. We'll get to all that once we tear it apart. We'll get it all laid out. Let me show you what we're putting in there. Alright, so here's the motor. 270cc. It is a overhead valve engine. It's made by AGK&X, I believe is what that says. I don't know, it's another kind of motor I'm trying. It's a 1-inch shaft with electric start option or pull start. And here we have the excuse the mess, forward and reverse transmission with all the parts for it. As far as the selector, put it in drive and reverse. We have a clutch, which is more of a racing style clutch. It is a there we go, 14 tooth clutch. It's a max torque clutch. Pretty nifty little clutch. I actually waited on this thing for I can't even tell you how long. I bet it took a month from the time I bought it till it got here. A bunch of shipping issues. It's actually the second one they sent me. But that's the clutch we're using. Forward and reverse transmission. But yeah, that's what we're going to put in there. I think it'll turn out okay. Like I said, he's not looking for speed. We're going to gut all this stuff. Pull out all the electric wires, components, whatever. And probably put a fuse panel in there. I know, according to him, he's wanting like external battery ends, probably somewhere in this area, with a cigarette lighter plug. So I got to figure that out. I may put the plug somewhere to where it's a little more waterproof. He's going to put one there as long, and with a phone charger port right there in the dash. Well, he's not, I am. And then we're going to put a light bar. He said hide it on the front, but it's a 34-inch light bar, so I'm thinking probably right in front of this emblem or right here in the middle, something like that. We'll see. Not sure if he wants to stick with the original headlights. If so, I'll probably go with LED bulbs. Something a little easier on the battery. And that's going to be about it. Like I said, just a simple polish job, motor installation, and ready to go. Try to knock this out in a week. Try to do it in about 3 videos. This will be the introductory video. Just get me back into it. Any questions you got, feel free to ask. We're gonna come up. We're gonna have a lot more of these. A couple other videos coming up. a couple different things. I still got the little car up there. I still got right there is the Renegade 800 golf cart build. Just between work and everything else, got a little preoccupied. Now I'm back to working on these again. So that's where we're at today, and we're gonna get it knocked out. Any questions you have about this stuff, let me know. I can answer about anything as far as modifying, staying cheap as possible, best brands I've had experiences with. For now, we're gonna throw this together. I'm gonna do it right. There's not gonna be a lot of cheap cutting corners on this one. It's gonna be built out of good stuff, make it hold for a long time, and you can get plenty of use out of it. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get this thing knocked out pretty decent. We'll get it tore apart, get the roof off, get the back off so that I can get a lay of the land in there. Then we're just gonna crack at it and get it knocked out quick. That'll work. Alright, so we got it the back and the seat and the roof taken off. And we're getting the wiring pulled out of it right now. A couple things are good. Controller's good, I'm assuming. I haven't tested it. We did hook a 12-volt battery to this to test it. And if you ever want to know how to do it, you hook S1 and A2 with a jumper. Hook your negative to A1 and your positive to S2, and this thing will move if it's going to work. It is a club car 48 volt, so I can reuse that. Make a little bit more off of this thing. The potometer shot. Had a fire, I'm assuming. Got too hot. Wiring, some of it may be good, and most of it's garbage. That's where we're at. We're going to finish tearing all this junk out of there and get the motor mocked up. Pick back up. Alright, so now that we got it all stripped down, got all my wiring stuff here, motor there. Got the motor sitting in there. Sprocket on the rear end just mocked up. Gotta get a smaller one. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut right here to make room for the chain. I'll put this transmission in here so this back sprocket will line up with that sprocket, and there'll be a jack shaft that runs to this sprocket off of this. So that'll go to a jack shaft right in here, which will go over and then hook to the transmission and then to the rear end. So 2 chains total. A lot of gear reduction going on here. I think I'm gonna do a 14 to a 12 to a 15 to a 12 tooth on there to a 10 tooth to probably a 14 tooth on the rear end, 14 or 15. That's 20. I'm not using that. That should be perfect. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, I got to remove this gas tank, figure out something with that. This air filter's too tall. I got to buy aftermarket air filter. Obviously an aftermarket muffler. Run throttles, move this ignition switch up to the front. Quite a bit of work to do. We got it mocked up. Bad weather's coming in, so that's probably going to do it for right this second. We get this all put up and cleaned up, and we'll pick back up tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to try to knock this out in a week, so we're definitely going to have to stay on it.